Hello guys, welcome back to our quilt tube. My name's Taylor.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we're so excited to show you what we have today.
Yes, because about every 6 weeks we get on here and share with what we have been up to. And I am so excited to let you know I have finished my mother's yo-yo quilt completely. It is done, finally. I cannot tell you how relieving it is to be like completely finished and ready for her to open Christmas morning under the tree. I think any grandmother who loves quilting would love to open this up Christmas morning. What do you guys think? Do you think she'll love it? It comes from the book Simple Graces by Diehl, and it is called Welcome Wagon. On it, I have 1,080 yo-yos for a total of 120 big and 960 small yo-yos. It uses a lot of Diehl fabric, laundry basket quilts, dye forward. For the border, because it's my quilt of love to my mother, I did a heart design here. It's really busy in the dark and you can't see the quilting design, but that's okay. And then I got a custom quilting job done by my quilters, Don and Marva. They went through and did a circle, a scallop circle around every single yo-yo section. So that way it would puff out the yo-yos. And this had to all be done custom because there was no way to quilt it all over. These yo-yos would rip up the machine. So Grandma should be really happy. Now we got to show you the back real quick because I just think the backing fabric is beautiful. Check that out. Collection for a Cause by Howard Marcus. Just beautiful, and it goes great with the binding, doesn't it?
For that, I started lowering it because I couldn't lift it up anymore.
It's true. I wish you could feel the weight of this quilt. It's pretty heavy. You got to have some muscles to keep it up. But Grandma should be really happy when she has that laying on her bed. But I told her, no grandkids, because she said, what's going to happen if they sit on my quilt and eat a popsicle? And I said, don't even let them touch that quilt. Don't even think about it. That is an heirloom piece. So she has to put that away when the grandkids come over. Don't you agree? Last time we met, I told you I had a goal of finishing 2 quilts. My next one, while not fully finished, the top is completely done. It still has to go to Don and Marva, but wait till you see this vintage berry blossoms. It's 16.5 by 60.5, and each finished block is 20 inches. This is designed by Diehl. Now, I loved using my appliqué to make my circles. These are wonderful. You get really nice sharp circles. And then I did for the vines, I used the loop pressing bars, and these are wonderful. These are definitely worth using. This is the backing fabric I'm going to use that I'm going to give to Don and Marva, and then I'm going to use this as my binding. So finally, this one is finished. This is another huge one off my list that I've had as a project for over a decade, and I'm so happy to be able to say it's finished. Thank you, Taylor. You're doing good. Since I just finished 2 huge Diehl projects, I'm ready to move into some small ones. So I thought it'd be fun to show you some of her Simple Whatnot books. She currently has 4 of them out. Taylor's going to show you for her Simple Whatnot 1 book. I have 2 kits. The first one is the True Blue, and I'm hoping to get that one done this year. The second is the Scarlet Stars, and I also haven't got this one started yet. We flipped it around so you could see more of the fabrics. And then finally, from her Simple What's Not book, I did her Laundry Day quilt, and this was the first one I did. And Don and Marva did a great job on the quilting. Taylor, can you show them the back? You can really see the block that they did on it. It's beautiful. Maybe pull it out a little. There we go. Her second book is Simple Whatnots 2, and the only quilt I have made out of that is her Idaho Lily. And take, oops. All right, let's try that again. her Idaho Lily, and Taylor is going to show you my finished one. I also have a second kit to make it, and since I live in Idaho, I thought that might be nice to make for a friend. The second one out of her book that I want to show you is this henpecked, because I'm actually working on that. That's one of my whips today. Taylor is going to show you the fabrics, and this is the center block that I just finished. I now have to put the borders, which are these fabrics right here. It came with the backing fabric. Oh, here, will you hold that, Taylor? So the center block on this is so small. Let me look it up really quick. It should measure 5.5 by 7.5 inches, if that tells you how small this was. I'm going to tell you, each one of these seams, as I was matching up, there is a lot of bulk there. I had to use my clappers to press it down to keep the seams like flat, because that's a lot of fabric trying to fit in there. I would also like to make Old Glory. And then skip to my Lou out of this book. Those are two that are on my to-do list. Next, we have Simple What Knots 3. Now, this is the one I've made the most out of. The first is the Autumn Tapestry, and there's an alternate version, and I made both. While Taylor's showing you those, I'm going to flip to the next one. Oh, yes. Yeah, did you show the back?
There you go. And then last one.
Okay. Next is Charm School. The last one out of this book is Cross Purposes, which I made. And this one was like the size of a dish rag. When I handed this to Don and Marva, they were like, what am I supposed to do with this little scrap? But they did a great job on the quilting. Can you hold it up really close so they can see how nice that quilting is on it? They did fabulous. I was really happy with how that turned out. Maybe do a close-up of the back. Thanks, Taylor. Her last book that just came out last year in 2024 is her Simple What Knots 4. Now, I haven't actually made anything from this yet, and I don't have any kits, but I think it would be wonderful to do her wash day. I think that's really beautiful. The next one that I would really like to make is Token of My Affection. Look how scrappy that is. So that is her 4 books. I hope you enjoyed seeing a quick little run through on her Simple Whatnots. She does have lots of other whatnots that aren't in her books. So we've shown some of those in the past. So if you're like, how come you didn't re-show those? It's because they weren't part of her books. While we're on the subject of Kim Diehl, this quilt behind us has lots of Kim Diehl fabrics. It was given to me from Grandma Barbara. It is a Mimi quilt pattern, which we can link below from the Quilted Angel, but she used a lot of the Kim Diehl fabrics in it, and I love it for fall. It is so beautiful, and I can't wait to display it in my home. Words are hard today. So anyway, thank you, Grandma Barbara. We love this quilt. And in fact, I have a few more to show you from Grandma Barbara in a little bit. I ended up sick for a few days, which was perfect because then I got to work on lots of binding. So I want to show you my finished, completely done Patchy panel. It's a free pattern from Riley Blake Designs. We can link that below, right, Taylor?
Yes.
Yes, and I got the binding stitched on this. Don and Marva, of course, did the quilting job on it. If you'll show them the back, because you can see the quilting design much better on the back usually. And I originally got this kit from Grandma Barbara. She gave it to me, and I just think it is beautiful. I got a few extra fabrics to finish it off. I picked out this backing fabric. It was really hard because once they're done selling the fabric, it disappears from the stores quickly. So I had to work to find something. also able to finish the binding on my Bubbling Witch, which is a Hoffman digitally printed panel. Taylor helped me pick out the backing fabric for this, which I just loved at the Gathering Place in Idaho. I just put a black binding on it. Don and Marva did the quilting on it. We picked Bubbles because it's like the cauldron bubbling up. I thought it really worked, and I love displaying these during Halloween. I think the Hoffman panels are really detailed. The quality is so nice on them. I've got to show you my whips now. The first one we've already showed you is the henpecked, but I'm hoping to have this completely finished next time we see you. And I'm excited to see what Don and Marva do with this little scrap too. Another whip that I'm really hoping to get done before we meet again is dragons in the beginning. I have the red version, not the blue version. Wait till you see these borders. Taylor's going to show you these cool dragons. I have all the borders done. This quilt is going to measure at, let me get the pattern open, 76.5 by 92.5. This quilt is made from the Dragons collection, and I think these dragons are fabulous for my son. So like I said, the borders on this were such a pain to make because my fabric was a little stretched weird, and so everything was a little crooked. So once I spent, a couple hours getting everything kind of straightened out, we were on a roll. And now I feel like I got the easy part. I just need to piece everything together. And then this is the border fabric. Let's see if I can unroll some of it. There you go. Don't you think that's going to be really neat? So let's see how I do the next 6 weeks. My next whip that I'm not sure I'm going to have done by the next time we meet is Hope and Future Quilt from Things Above by the Fancy That Design House. This is for my mother. She has about a dozen quilts that she wants me to make her, so I gotta be pretty productive here to get these done for her. She, of course, wants lots of pinks and burgundies, so I pieced a few blocks and I asked Taylor, and you know what she told me? I need more for Grandma. So I have got to get to work. I'm gonna cut some more out. This is the fabric choices that I have to work with. Let us know what you think, if we've got enough pinks and burgundies in there, but I'm really happy with how it's coming together. And we'll see if I can have this one done in time for Christmas. What do you think? Is Grandma gonna be too spoiled? This whip is 'Tis the Season, and it is a stamped cross stitch vintage piece because my friend got me started on this. Thank you, Michelle. And I was able to get all of the borders outlined, and now my goal is to do one block a month while working on a couple inches of the border to see how far I can get in the next year. I don't know if it's realistic to have it done in a year. This is the first one I've ever done, but I'm excited to see how it goes. But one day this is gonna be finished and I think I'm gonna love it. I thought it'd be fun to show you a couple past finishes. The first one is this Harvest Wishes by Lavender and Lime. Taylor, when she saw this, was actually super upset. It couldn't be our background today, but it wasn't wide enough. And I agree, it could have been a great background. So one day when we have a different setup, maybe we can have this behind us. If you will make sure to show them the backing too so they can see the quilting. Don and Marva did it. It's got pumpkins on the back. All of my quilts are quilted by Don and Marva. And I know they have a new pattern out, a new line that I've seen in the quilt store. So this is the older version, but I thought it would still be fun to show you. Taylor recently helped me post a short of me making these cute Halloween dolls, which we had showed you before. And so if you're interested, we just did like a 2-minute video on making these, and they are so fabulous. I could not recommend these enough. And here, I'm gonna pull out one of the little cats and one of the ghosts out of her little apron. Look at them, lots of fun. I also wanted to show you a recent purchase that I got from Salli's BackPorch Fabrics. It's a Hoffman panel called Celebrate the Seasons, and it comes with the backing. when Taylor flips it around, the panel comes with the backing, but I'm thinking I actually want to use that as part of the border, maybe do some patchwork with that. So we'll have to see how it goes, but I thought this was just beautiful for this time of year.
I'm so excited to show all the quilts that Grandma Barbara has given us to use for this fall season.
Not all of them, just some of them. We are very lucky to have such a supportive grandma that definitely loves the same hobby as us, and we love showing off her pieces. So the first one is Umbrella, and it's from Laundry Basket Quilts. It comes from the Rainy Day Trio. And here is the pattern. Because of course I was gonna make it, but then Grandma Barbara made it for me and gave it to me, and I was like, this is even better. Awesome. Now I didn't even have to do the work. Everybody needs a good Grandma Barbara, and if you can't get a Grandma Barbara, become a Grandma Barbara and share your quilts with those who love it and will enjoy it, because it makes your home such a special place. Next one is from the book Remembrance by Jo Morton. Now this is one of her miniature small quilts, I guess you could say, maybe not miniature, and Grandma Barbara finished the top but hasn't got it quilted. So I am more than happy to get this one finished, and when I do, I will show you it all finished up. Our final one is a wool project that Grandma Barbara gave us, and I just think this turkey is too fun and perfect to put out for the fall. I actually don't have that many wool projects, so I was like, ooh, this is exciting, something different. My mother and I always get into trouble running around, and I think it's really fun to show you some of the things we pick up in our adventures. So we recently were running around Rexburg, Idaho Falls area, and my mother found this flower arranger is what she calls it. I had never heard of it, never seen it before. It has a footed pedestal on the bottom, and then on the top, it actually lifts up. You can put a frog in there or your foam, and then it has all these holes for you to put your flowers through. So it's called a flower arranger. This is not sterling silver, it's just silver plate, but how cool is that?
And we're gonna take a photo of using this flower arranger for you guys to see at the end of the video.
I know, we gotta try it out. I'm really excited. I just thought it was cool. You can let us know what you think. When we start out these videos, it's always neat and orderly, and by the end, it is a mess. Taylor's pushing piles over, I'm pushing things out of the way. I mean, it's amazing how much stuff we drag out and what it looks like. We cannot show you, but you should know it's a little crazy around here right now. But we're excited to now mention our winners from our last video. So Taylor, which one do you have first? The book? Okay, our book. You're gonna get a used copy from Amazon because you can't get them new anymore.
The Resume Nardi 2158.
Okay, and inside it has the Cherry Cobbler quilt that I made and showed last time. Okay, next is our Rocky Mountain 5-inch wool pincushion, Sunflower Fields Pattern Company, and it's got this little sheep.
The winner is X-Ray 9094.
These were picked by our random comment generator, so congratulations to our winners. Now we're excited to tell you about what you can win on this one. Okay, you know that mess I was mentioning a minute ago? We almost couldn't find this. It was totally buried. But today we're really excited to share with you a red and green and applique tradition by Jeana Kimball. This book is beautiful. I wish you could see it in person. It has wonderful history about all these red and green quilts. I just saw one. Talks about the ladies, the blocks, the quilts, but then the best part, in the back, it shows you how to make said blocks. And you don't have to do these in red and green. This has actually been featured as covers of quilt magazines before, but look at how beautiful this is. All the quilts it shows in here, wonderful. So I think you would enjoy winning this book.
So just comment book to try to win it.
Okay.
So now that I get to show my crocheted stuff off, I'm still preparing for the November market, and I'm really hoping I can do it, but I don't have much stuff, and I've just now started like actually crocheting a lot. This is only from like the past week, if I'm being honest. So I've made 3 little bees, but I ran out of yellow, so I don't think I'm going to be making any more before the market, but I have these ones, and I have a couple others, but I've already made those like months ago. So yeah, I think I'll have like 5 bees. So. And then lately I've been on a turtle rampage. I've made a lot of these, and I'm actually in the works of making one right now. And I just love making these. They're really cute, and a lot of people love buying these, so I'm going to make a lot of these. And then one whip I am going to show is this little dude. He's supposed to be, I'm not sure if it's like a otter or a beaver, but he's going to be holding a little flower. But I made the body, and then suddenly I just lost all motivation to finish him. So hopefully he gets done before the market.
Otherwise, he's going to be a potato from Idaho. Don't you think that would totally work?
Because I think he perfectly looks like one. So.
He kind of looks like a potato. We just harvested a bunch of them. So yeah, looks just like what I pulled out.
So that's all I have for what I've made.
Okay, well, that's the end for us. We hope you enjoyed seeing what we've been up to. We'll be back in 6 weeks. And if our winners will reach out to us.
And by DMing us on Instagram.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Please remember to help our channel by subscribing, hitting like, and leaving a comment. We truly appreciate our subscribers who have helped our channel grow over the last year.